There are already 563 mods on the Nexus for Valheim, which is insane. Today, we're going to start diving into them, and we're going to go for the best one first. Ladies and gentlemen, raiders, farmers, and we drink from your skullers. Welcome to another Timoredbeard video. Today, we're going to be taking a deeper dive into mods in Valheim, and we're going to be starting with the Valheim Plus mod. I'm going to show you how to install it, I'm going to show you how to configure it, and then I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite things about the mod in a bit of a spotlight that allows you to understand a bit more about what the mod is about and how you're going to enjoy it. If you do like this video, make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to caress that notification bell. We have a Discord competition going on that ends on March 28th for your best Valheim build. Read the information in the Discord that is linked below to get your rules and your format for entry and get building. Also, make sure you go grab a t-shirt, Take Me to Valheim t-shirt, coreformerch.com. Get it now. But let's jump into this. So to install Valheim Plus on your client, you're going to need to go to the website, the Nexus Mods website, and you're going to need to find Valheim Plus. You can do this just by typing it in the search bar, it'll come up, or search by most popular and it will be the first one in the queue. And then once you are here, you're going to want to make sure that you've signed in to Nexus Mods, and you're going to want to download it. And then when it gives you the options to download, obviously if you're downloading it on a server, you're going to need to do the server one as well for your server, but you just need to download the Windows client for yourself, and you just hit that manual download, slow download, and then wait for a moment and it will download. Sorted, easy. And then once you have it downloaded, it will come up in a zip file like this, and it will contain 3 folders and 2 files. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just select all of this, and you're going to want to just paste it straight into your Valheim folder. This is found under your program files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Valheim, and just straight into that folder. Make sure that you're not extracting it as one folder in. They need to be separated out like this. Otherwise the game won't read them and the mod won't be installed. However, once you've done this, all you need to do now is just open up Valheim. The BepInEx loader will load up and load the game, and you will know that the mod has installed correctly if the logo at the top of the menu screen says Valheim Plus instead of Valheim, which we have right here. Now, this mod has an absolute ton of things that you can do to it to customize it to your own personal desires. And to do so, you're going to want to double click on the BepInEx folder, config, and then Valheim Plus, and you open this up in Notepad or any other type of editor that can edit these files, and you will find a list of different things that you can change. There are a lot of additions in Valheim Plus, and some of them I like and some of them aren't really for me, but they are for other people, and that's the beauty of this config file. Every single section has a true or false start to it, which means that you can enable it or disable it for your own personal preference. Things like advanced building mode, advanced editing mode, beehive changes, building changes, camera changes, experience changes, all of the different things are completely customizable, and you can true or false to enable or disable each section. So what does Valheim Plus do for you that is going to make you want to install this mod? Well, for one, advanced building mode is incredible. So once you've enabled it, so you would enable it just by going to this section right here, changing it to true, and now it's enabled the next time you start up Valheim. Then you have an enter advanced building mode hotkey, and you can set this to whatever you fancy, and an exit hotkey, which you can also change to whatever you fancy. And once you're in advanced building mode, you get a lot of different options available to you. And Advanced Building Manager allows you to do an incredible amount of things in Valheim. So for instance, if I take out a core wood pole like this and I hit F1 to activate ABM, you'll notice it now sticks and freezes in place. And now you've got lots of controls that allow you to move it. The arrow keys will allow you to move it around on the ground like so. However, if you also hold control down, you can move it up and down. And then you also have the scroll wheel, which allows you to rotate the piece, and note that it rotates at a much finer interval than the game normally does, which is going to allow you to make smoother circles, better aligned designs that don't necessarily have to use all the snapping points. But you can go even further than that. If you use the scroll wheel whilst you hold down left control, you'll see that you can rotate it around an X-axis. And if you use the scroll wheel holding down left Alt, you can rotate it around the Z-axis. You can also increase the speed of your rotation by hitting numpad plus on your keyboard. And now you'll see that it rotates in massive intervals, and it starts at the lowest interval, which is 1, which is the smallest amount you can rotate it per each action. Now ABM is just one small part of Valheim Plus. There are things that you can edit in the config files that allows you to make food last longer, allows you to reduce stamina use and increase stamina regen. There are ways for you to automate certain processes. For instance, I just went and changed the config files for the smelter in the mod. And now if I place down a smelter, you'll note that it now takes 50 ore and 100 coal, which means that you can fill this up and go and do other things and come back to a massive heap of produce. But that is not the only thing that has been changed. In fact, I will show you here that if I place a chest here, you will notice that when the ingot pops out, it disappears. See? Gone. Let's open the chest. There it is. You can program smelters, kilns, pretty much anything that has an output like this to auto deposit into chests, which is a huge thing. And it's just one step away from us being able to get them to pull from chests as well, in which case we would be able to create automated lineups of kilns that pulled from chests of wood, deposited into chests of coal, where the smelters would then also pick the coal up and take from chests of ore. And you would be able to have one chest or two chests at the start and one chest at the end, and everything could be hidden away. You place into one chest, like the chest on one side, and you make sure that it's always stocked up, and you come back later on and you open the other chest and you've got tons of bars. So hopefully we will be seeing that soon. This is a fantastic quality of life thing though. Now there is a list longer than I could ever possibly put into the video of all the things that you can change. So I highly recommend that when you do get the Valheim Plus mod, you go through that list and you give it a good read and work out exactly what you want to do. You can increase the speed of smelters as well, so that they push out iron or whatever, or they're pushing out even faster, or you can slow them down. There is a massive list, and you can do a lot of things, and you can tailor the game to be the way you want it to be. All in all, I think Valheim Plus is a fantastic addition to Valheim, and some people might consider parts of it cheating, but I would disagree. I would say that it's quality of life changes. Some people don't have hours and hours and hours and hours to put into Valheim, and some people do. And you can tailor make your experience using Valheim Plus to give yourself the best, most enjoyable experience in Valheim. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to caress that notification bell. I do stream on Twitch from Tuesday through to Friday, starting at 1 PM GMT. I'd love to catch you there. Please do join the Discord below if you would be interested in the various entries for Pimp My Base or Friday's Fantastic Thoughts, or if you want to put an entry in for the competition with Steam gift cards up for grabs. If you want to support me in other ways, there is a Patreon in the description below, and also korfmerch.com is where you can buy my merch that take me to Valheim tea and my snapbacks. I'd really appreciate any support that you would give, but honestly, you watching, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button is more than enough for me. Until next time, peace out, take care.